Welcome back, One Code Camper. My name is Miko, and for today's video, we'll be learning about the basics of C#. So this is the second part of the series of C# tutorial. The first video contains about the introduction of C# and the installation as well. And if you missed that, kinda check it out in order for you to follow through the lessons. Okay, let's start. In this video, we'll dive into two fundamental concepts of C#. One of them would be variables. So what is a variable? A variable is like a container that holds a data. It allows us to store information such as numbers, text, and many more. So let's have an example of a variable. Okay, so here, first you have what we call the int, is what we call the data type, and I'll elaborate this more later. And then the next one would be our variable. So we have our variable name, number. So this one will hold the number that you want, which is we're setting it into equals to 10. So right now, our variable right here, it contains the number of 10. So let's try to see the result for this one. We'll make use of our console dot write line, and then we will put our variable right here and add a semicolon, and then let's go to our terminal right here, and then let's add .net, then space, then run. We'll wait for this one to load. As you can see, our number right here holds the number 10. So that's for our variables. So in C#, we have what we call data type. A data type defines the kind of a value a variable can hold. So in C#, it provides several kinds of data types to handle different kinds of data. So let's explore the common ones. So the first one would be the int. So our int data type right here, it can only holds a whole number. So our int right here, it can only make use of the whole numbers. So let's try this out. So int, let's add our variable, say numbers, and then add a value of 100. And let's try to print this out. Console dot write line, and then numbers. And in order to run it, we'll go to our terminal and we'll make use of the .net run. Let's wait for this one to load. And as you can see right here, we now have 100. So our numbers right here, it holds the value of 100. So we know now how to make use of our data type for a whole number. But what if you wanted to have it a decimal number? So for us to be able to make use of a data type for a decimal number, we're going to make use of what we call the double. So this double, this one is the data type that makes use of the decimal numbers. So let's try this one out. So let's add a variable, and then let's add a number of 3.14 for our decimal, and then let's print this out. Okay, so for us to run this, go to our terminal, make use of .net run. Okay, as you can see, we can now display our decimal with the use of double, and it holds a 3.14 value. Okay, so if you can make use of numbers, we can also have a data type for our text. So in order for us to able to make use of the text, we're going to make use of the data type string right here. So the string data type, it can hold all of the sequences of the characters that we have, or all of the textual input that we can add to a variable. So let's add a variable first. So let's add text and add a double quotation to indicate that this is a string. So let's add a string right here. And we'll try to print this out to see the result. So let's run it. .NET run. As you can see right here, our string right here represents us our text. So this is a text. Okay. So what if we wanted to only make use of a single character? So that is also available in our data types for C#. So that would be what we call the char. So char is only indicates that our data type will only hold a singular string or singular character. So char, and let's add a variable. Let's add single and equals to a single character. Let's say A right there. Make sure to only add a single quote right here, and then we'll make use of console right line to print this out. Let's add it .NET and run in order to see the result. As you can see right here, you have A. It only holds a single letter. And the last one would be what we call the bool or the boolean. So let's add it right here. So a bool. So what exactly is a bool or a boolean? So a boolean is a data type which stands for a boolean and is very useful when we needed to represent a binary state such as true or false. So it only holds two values such as true or false. So let's test this one. So bool. Let's add a variable. Let's add here true or false. And let's add a value. So there's only two values that represents, which is true or false. So let's test it out. Console dot write line, and let's add the variable name, which is true or false. And then let's try to run it. .NET and run. .NET run. Let's wait for this one to load. And as you can see right there, it represents the true. So this boolean is very important for us if you're going to make use of conditional statement, and which will be our topic for a few sessions that we'll have, or the few videos that we'll have. Okay, so for now, this will cap off the two fundamental ways of our C#. So that would be data types and variables. Okay, thanks for watching. I appreciate you sticking until the end. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and check out the other videos you might enjoy. Until next time, take care and keep on coding.